Once again, we are here in Cozumel, Mexico, and we have a very, very interesting guy that we knew each other already for a while. However, we had not really connected live, but we have been connected in Facebook for a while. His name is Donnan, and he's a really knowledgeable guy in marketing, in branding, and some of the stories that he has been sharing with me are just absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm very happy to have you here in the show. Welcome to the show, Mark.
Thanks, Ernesto.
It's great to be here. Can you possibly tell our audience a little bit about what you do? Because I think it's quite interesting, the branding part, the marketing part.
Okay, I generally tend to focus a lot on where marketing strategy begins. And I guess the most important thing for me when thinking about online marketing is the power of the brand. And what I mean by that is really the behavior of the consistency of the message, the content, the quality, and the frequency by which you're able to demonstrate on a regular basis to your consumers that you're something of value, that you'll give something of value. A bit like this show. Consistent conformance to ever-increasing expectations, if you can write that down, is the perfect definition of a power brand.
Can you say it again? Because I think it really makes a lot of sense.
Well,
I'm even going to write it down here because I think it's
sure.
perfect.
A brand is just a mark. It's just some distinguishing symbol or something that says what it's about. And anything can have a brand. But only a power brand can really have true value and true meaning when it comes to online and offline marketing. So a power brand is simply consistent conformance to ever-increasing expectations.
Fantastic
which
definition.
means that every time you interact with this brand, you know what you're going to get and it matches what you expect it to do and takes you a little bit further each time. So you can start to trust it. The relationship with the brand becomes strong, and the relationship for you on what it does for you is really quite important. So when I think about branding and I think about its application to online marketing, it's really important because it's all about projection of image. It's all about the way you communicate with your consumer and your list and your database. You've got to think about yourself and everything you do, including this video, as a brand.
Exactly. So, I mean, what would be some great internet brands that you know about that? I mean, that are easy for us to see and also for the audience to understand this.
There's no specific thing. I mean, I guess the best brands have a mixture of at least thinking about offline and online marketing. So I know online marketing are things like SEO Moz, for example. That's a great online brand that consistently delivers what it says on the tin. Another resource I use when I'm thinking strategically about things for my clients is something like e-consultancy. And those brands do what it says on the tin. They deliver consistently, they conform to what I expect it to be, which is why I'll keep going back to use that particular resource. So these internet brands are really quite important when you're looking for longevity. If it's a one-hit, it's called a campaign, it's a product launch, it's a one-hit wonder. This isn't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about ongoing relationship. And ongoing relationships and relationships marketing is where the puck is going to be. You know, like the best players don't play with the puck, they play in the space where the puck's going to be. Well, relationships marketing is the thing of where marketing is going to be. And online is the most powerful way that you can deliver that. So I always think about what's my consistent message going to be? How can I deliver that in the right way? And of course, internet marketing is beautiful for being able to do that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great. Well, you mentioned already a couple of resources, but I think for me what is really very important is actually try to find out what the experts are actually using on a regular basis so that we can let our audience know about it. So would you have a couple of really very, very good resources that you use on a regular basis?
Well, I do, and I tell you what, actually just thinking off the top of my head, I've got some templates that I use when I'm sitting with clients to help them think about what their strategy can be, to help them think about how they get the entire picture of what their marketing is likely to be. And those are not resources I find online, they're actually my own resources. So what I'd like to do is, for the guys that are here, is if I get you the link of some of those templates, I'll happily share them.
Absolutely.
They can download
we
them.
Just do the,
You're going to put them on the link here below. So if you go on this link here, it's about 10 templates that I would use, and I follow that religiously with all my clients.
That is
I've
great.
got corporate clients, I've got entrepreneur clients. You guys can have that resource. There's two parts to it. One part explains how to use them, and if you just fill them in, it'll take your brain to different places. And then all you need to do then is when you fill them in, lay it all out on your kitchen table and think, okay, what's my message? How am I going to get this across?
That's great.
So I'm happy to share that with everybody, and you can have that. That's my gift, because what's really important is that you get successful, right? It's about relationship.
Absolutely. Well, that's great. Mark, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting me come.
Thank you.